everybody, you find me at the Cell Games Arena, and this is for number 19 on our look back through my top 24 Dragon Ball Z Abridged moments, screams, what have you. This entry today is from the latest one, Kai 3.5. Now, for those of you who don't know, at the end of every season, we tend to abridge the actual contents of it even more. That's Kai Abridged, because that's what Dragon Ball Z Kai did. It truncated the Dragon Ball Z series into a more compressed format, 291 episodes to 165, roughly. But the purposes of this is to really kind of rush through the entire thing even quicker than before. So I think with Kai 3 and 3.5, we kind of managed to make that in about 10 minutes, the entire Android Cell saga. That's no mean feat, and that was certainly something a lot of fun to do. And one of my big standout moments is that, yeah, there were a couple of really cool screams in there, and we got to revisit some of the, funny moments, and like, alright Cell, bring it! Ow, I quit, Gohan, get him! In a year. That was really fun to kind of like just poke fun at ourselves for the 1 year hiatus, but a lot of things happened in that 12 months that we really had to tackle with in order to make sure that Team 4-Star was still around. We'd rather be around than rush something that we weren't happy with, because episode 60 is a big deal, and we were glad that we pulled it off, and it is on the list. Don't worry for those of you who are thinking it's not on the list, but, you have to wait for that in a couple of weeks. I got to have a couple of bits of input in here. So the moment when, like, Cell's just kind of, like, knocking people out of the way, I then had the idea of, well, for a parallel joke, why don't you have Gohan do the same to Cell? And that got picked up and it got used. So, wait, did we just skip my Oh! And then the response, that was something that I got to have a nod to R&R, with Gohan saying, "Get lost, you dingus." Now, as you know, dingus is something that's been really, really popular with launch in Dragon Ball R&R. So I was really glad that I got to include that in there, and it got kept. And then with a retort, "I'm not the dingus, you're the dingus!" Having something actual direct input into what is said by the characters is always really nice with me. So, number 19 is Kai 3.5. So we then move on to the next segment, which is, of course, Dragon Ball Super card game card openings. So we got Baby up again. So we actually had a fairly decent pull last time. There are a few repeats, but I managed to get a couple of decent ones. So let's see what we get here. Ooh, Frenzied Warrior Piccolo. And unfortunately, this is a 2 green energy, so unfortunately, for the deck that I'm building, it's not ideal. But from what it says, it's a Deflect and Auto Bond 3. When you play this card, choose one of these options. Your opponent chooses 2 cards from their hand and places them under your Dr. Wheeler zone. So you get to steal 2 cards. Your opponent chooses 2 cards from their hand and sends them to their warp. So basically, they have to immediately burn those 2 cards. So the effect is really cool, but unfortunately, it's just not really what I'm looking for. This is mainly for a Dr. Wheelo deck. Here we got Cooler Ghost Warrior. So we got another one of those Ghost Warriors. And activate main. If your leader card is a black card, Machine Mutant, and you choose 3 black battle cards with energy cost between 3 and 7 in your drop area and place them at the bottom of your deck in any order, play this card from your hand. So this comes in to help as support. It's 15,000 power, that's not bad. Then the main activate, play this card in its owner's drop area, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets 10,000 less power for the duration of the turn. So, yeah, you burn this card if you can't, like, do the first action, but your opponent loses power. So, you know what, that is kind of neat, but at the same time, I don't have any black energy cards, so I might come back to that, maybe. So, we got Baby Vengeful Blow, so we got that one again. Masterful Technique Whis. Now, I'm not sure whether we had this one before. Anyway, I'll say, when you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 2 or less and KO it. Oh, that's a handy one. If you have a blue-green multicolored card in your energy, when you play a green battle card, other than this card from your drop area, draw 1 card. Dang. It costs 2 energy. It's a very expensive card, but it's a useful one. But unfortunately, not what we're going for. We got Vegeta the Sweet Talker in here, so that's good. We've got 2 of those already. Return of Planet Tuffle. Oh, that's handy. I might actually get another one of these, so I might shortlist this one. Son Gohan Calling for Help. He does do that a lot, and it's a blue energy. This could be useful. When you play this card, look at up to 5 cards on the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 blue or green Son Goku or Piccolo card among them. Add it to your hand and shuffle your deck. So this is a search card. So that's kind of handy. but I don't have any blue or, I don't have any blue Piccolo or Goku cards yet, I don't think. I may need to look back at that, so that might need to be added later. Namekian Technique Piccolo, so we've got a green energy one. When one of your other cards is attacked, you may switch this card to rest mode and change the target of the attack to this card. Oh, this is one of those ones where you can go like, don't attack this card, attack this one. So it's a deflecting, essentially, so it's a blocker. Choose one clone token in your opponent's battle area and remove it from the game. Play this card from your hand. Okay, so it's good, but unfortunately, not really what I'm looking for. Mr. Boo. So we got one of these ones, and that's just a simple card, so it's really just good for basic power. It's a nice one there. We've got the Bulma leader card again, so we don't really need that one. Rise of Dr. Revo, so we got that one again. And Dr. Kochin, so this one's a new one. Only one Dr. Kochin and the Nefarious Scientist can be played in your battle area, so you can only use one at a time with this. And reduce the energy cost of all Frenzied Warrior cards in your hand by 1. So I think that counts for the Piccolo one. Yeah, no, that's a Frenzied Warrior that has in the trait. So you can reduce the energy. When you play this card, look up to 7 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 Frenzied Warrior card among them, add it to your hand, shuffle your deck. Then choose up to 1 Frenzied Warrior card in your hand with an energy cost of loot 2 and play it. So you can rush in a Frenzied Warrior if you wanted to. And then we're back to Frenzied Warrior Piccolo. So, okay. That's kind of cool. So, I know that Return of Planet Topple, it's good to have a second one of these. I think I might go for Son Gohan calling for help, so that might be good. I just need to find a blue Goku or a blue Piccolo card. So if I can find one of those, that'll be helpful. So we're going with Son Gohan and Return of Planet Topple for this one. So yeah, that concludes day 7 of what we have from the Advent series. I hope to see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you look forward to today's video, and see what we got in the LEGO Advent Calendar. So until next time, guys, catch you later.